What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka ShortyC94, back at you again with another shoe review. Actually, this is a shoe revisit. I haven't uploaded anything in a little while because, for whatever reason, YouTube hasn't been taking any of my videos. So, anyway, if you've followed me on Instagram, I've kind of fallen into a Barkley kick where, it's already the third day of this week. It's Tuesday, May 14th. So far this week, I've worn 76ers Air Force 2. Yesterday, I wore the 96 Barkley, the CB34 Max 2 in the black Phoenix colorway. And today, I wore the Air Alpha Force 2 76ers color. So, I'm going to bring to you a shoe here that I own. It's it's definitely one of my favorite Barkleys, because of the way the condition is. I don't know how wearable it is, but this is the Air Force Max B. This pair is from 2001. I have had it since 2001. It was produced from 2000. From December of 2000 to February of 2001. So I remember getting these kind of late March 2001 from a place in downtown Cleveland that is now unfortunately no longer there, called Family Sportswear. These were partially, I can't say they were a consolation prize because I actually got them a few days before the Cool Gray 11 came out, and that came out on March 3rd, 2001. So I probably got these on March 1st to February 28th, something like that. But anyway, definitely an iconic shoe. Charles Barkley wore these in away games for the 92-93 season. The shoe is also known as the Fab Five because the Michigan players wore it the 92-93 school year. Mainly Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose, Ray Jackson, Jimmy King. All those guys wore these, but I still look at this as a Barkley first. He was in the commercial for it. There were actually two commercials. You had the I Am Not a Role Model and the other one that was sort of like the opera. Now, also, for whatever reason, I can't get videos from YouTube anymore because I would have liked to have had clips from those commercials in this video. But, it's all good. But anyway, looking at the specs of the shoe, this shoe is straight 1993. I wore these a lot, especially from 2001 to like 2008. This was always in the rotation. What's crazy about this shoe now is because it's retro three times. This was the first retro, 2001. They also retroed Holiday of 2006. It was them, the Duke Up Tempos, the Penny One Orlando, and the Fire Red Jordan 5 all came out like around the same time. And then these retroed during All-Star Weekend in 2013. Both of those pairs were exactly like this. The pair from 2013, though, the swoosh right here was 3M. The shoe store I was managing at the time had these, but these were still wearable at the time, and like a dumbass, I didn't buy them. Now, on StockX, there aren't many pairs because I feel like people don't really resell shoes like this. But even on eBay, I either see them in like a size 8 or a 9 for really cheap, or either I'll see them in my size, which I'm 11 through 12, and they're like $400. Now, these were I want to say these were like $100 or maybe 110, something like that back then. I think the Force Max B now is, I want to say probably like 140, but $400. Now, one of the favorite things about my collection is I've never paid more than $300 for a shoe. In fact, I've only paid over $200 for a shoe twice. 3 years ago, when the black and red one came out, I paid $214 for them, and in 2006, long before the retro, I paid $300 for a pair of Air Carnivores that I still have. Which is crazy because now you can get a pair of Air Carnivores on eBay from between $50 and $100. But they were like my grail. You know, those in the Bordeaux 7s were my grail early in my collecting days. So, but yeah, I mean, if you look at these, I mean, there's definitely some oxidation on the teeth, on the bottom. But for these to be 18 years old, I mean, the age of a high school senior, to me, these are in really good shape. Probably can't see. Well, you can see it. It's still got the Nike Air on the insole. You can still see the size tag really well. These are 10.5. I was still buying 10.5s back in 2001. See, yeah, you can start to see right here where it's starting to go a little bit. You see that crack in the midsole. The bubble is yellowed over. There's another crack kind of right here. I really want another pair of these, but again, I can just not find them for a good price. I can find pretty much any other Barkley, the 180, the CB94, the Godzilla, the 96 Barkley. I mean, Nike hasn't touched any of his Houston shoes. The Super CB, the CB4, the CB4 Max 2, the Tune Force, none of those have been retroed. I feel like they stop at the 96 Barkley. But it's time that they bring this back again. I know it's only been 6 years, but I mean, we've seen Nike bring back Jordans in a 2-year span. So I do feel like these sell well, especially in urban communities. They've hoarded this shoe out to the point where I can find this model. You know, I can find like all gray ones, red and black ones, wheat ones, the OG black, or not the OG black, the OG white, black, and purple. Those are readily available because they retroed last year. So those aren't really, you know, you find a pair of those for like $80. But I need this color. But yeah, I mean, this is normal wear for me. For whatever reason, shoes always seem to wear right here. But yeah, again, for these to be 18 years old, yeah, see, there's another divot right there. Let's look at the other shoe. Yeah, see, this one doesn't have any cracking on it. Yep, well, there's one right there. And what's crazy is even with the cracking, like these air bubbles are still firm. They're yellowed over, but they're still really firm, like I could put these on. Yeah, I mean, the nubuck is really dirty because I haven't cleaned these in years. You know, there is, I said, oxidation, but again, for these to be as old as they are, I feel like these are in great shape. So yeah, Nike, if you're watching, please retro these again. And stop whoring them out, having them in all types of newfangled colors. To me, for the longest time, the Area 72 colorway of these was probably the most valuable from the 2013, All-Star Weekend, which was in Houston. But now you can even get those for less than $200 now. You can get those. I've seen pairs of those go on my size for less than $100. So, but, this was another sneaker revisit. I don't want it to just be about new shoes, but stuff like this is probably even more important to me than the new shoes coming out that, I may review. So, make sure and like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you already aren't at ShortyC94. Appreciate you guys for watching. You know, touch the notification bell on there so anytime I post a video, you know about it. And again, you guys be blessed. Peace.